Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, May 10th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of SPY IWMN triple Qs. And very importantly, what happened today, or no, let's rephrase that. What didn't happen today for the second day in a row now in SPY and ES. Yesterday we had 3 sets of single prints that were filled. Today we had 2, including a very large one in C, and we held none of them. So a lot of times we talk about what didn't happen is just as important what did happen. Now the market, certainly the bears are in full control. There's no doubt. We made a new low on the year again today. Even though we closed up 91 cents on the day. Tremendous volume today, 127 million with an excellent range over $11. So for 4.5 months this year, we've had incredible ranges and excellent volume. Lifeline of traders. That's a lifeline of a lifeblood of day traders. Qs and Russell, which went out with trend days yesterday, Qs took theirs back. Russell, look at that, just missed taking theirs back from yesterday. Then they had another one today, which they took back, and so did Q. Well, actually, did Qs have single prints? Yeah, in one time frame, C, which they took back. So the question is this. Now, I know we have CPI tomorrow and we have PPI on Thursday. And these numbers, we know there's inflation and everything else, but we know the algos are going to react to them. We know it. But for my money's worth right now, I'm wondering if the sellers are getting tired. The fact that 2 days in a row we couldn't hold the trend day down, definitely something we have to keep an eye on. Now, if we do take out a daily high, it's not okay, all clear for the buyers. I'm just expecting short covering if we are to do that and to come into balance on the daily. So it remains to be seen if we get that. I had a good day today. I did not take a trade after I, because once I filled those single prints and got more distance above, it kind of put me into a neutral position. Wasn't sure what they really wanted to do, although I did tell the room I wouldn't doubt we fill in between A and B's low and D's high a good part of the afternoon, which we did. The only time we really didn't get into it was in M period. So we did do that, but it was just tremendous chop, and I didn't get involved. I lost an I, not big at all, but I hate going out on a losing trade. I did have a good day overall, though. I did miss a short in A period versus yesterday's high. I tried to take it, but a lot of times with options early, they're not the way they're priced, the way they're spread. Tried to get in, never got it, so I never got the short. And the reason I was going to do that, even though we had higher value, is because we know how hard it is for SPY and ES a lot of times to take out a previous day's high or low. Speaking of value, value went from higher to overlapping to higher, to overlapping to lower, to unchanged, back to overlapping to lower. So you talk about a fickle market and fidgety algorithms and retail traders just running at the first sign of trouble. It's amazing. So the only trade I took in A actually turned out to be a long, a small one against value high, which I made small on. C period. I lost on a trade when we took out A and B's low. I was like, well, we still have overlap and higher value. I expect to get that 10 wide POC. I told the room, I said in this morning's video, if you get below F's high, you're going to go get that POC if you get acceptance, which we did. But I didn't expect to go trend down. In fact, I told the room in B period, I thought the odds of going trend up today would be better than trend down, because if we got yesterday's high, we would have taken some shorts out. Obviously, I was wrong. Now, the trend I didn't hold, but we did go trend. I did not hold on to that long. Not only didn't I hold on to it, I took the loss when we started getting acceleration and then flipped to the short side, and I started shorting. C 405 puts, I did that 2 times. D period, 400 puts, I did that 2 times. And E period, I did 400 puts. Because we had singles and we were one-time framing down. I told the room, nothing changes until you stop the one-time framing down. Now, one of my better trades happened in G. I started it in G and I took it off in H. Once we filled those other set of single prints and we only had one, I thought the market was getting a little tied to the downside and we would take out some of these weak shorts. So in G, each push down, I started innovating, taking small longs of the 396 calls. And I was making money on them as they went up. And then in H, when H opened and started looking like it was going to finally take out G's high to stop the one-time framing down, I grabbed a nice 30 call play before we even did it. And when we popped the top, had a very nice trade. That was my biggest trade of the day. In fact, that's the biggest position I've taken in 2 days. And it was on the long side on a 30 lot. Now, I really did well the last 2 days on shorts. But the biggest lot I had was 15, I think, yesterday. And then in I period, I was looking for an afternoon rally high or to see how we reacted at short at half back. So I took a small short between E and D's high, a 5 lot. And I added another 5 lot at half back. Once it started, it pushed up, came back. I wasn't liking it. I took them all off. I scratched on the 5. I lost on 5. And then we did go up and fill singles. I was thinking about taking another short when we filled singles, but we got more distance than I liked away from A's low by over $1. And then J took out I's high. I was like, you know what? I'm neutral. I'm going to stay neutral, and I didn't do anything. And again, no trade is a trade also. Now, I can tell you this. Even though we're 8 wide and I won't ignore it. I'm sorry, we only ended 7 wide. We didn't even get 8 wide. We are going to have tremendous chop tomorrow inside of this range if we open inside of it. As far as destinations, all we have, I'm using J's high as an afternoon rally high, 403.26, and then today's high of 406.08. Above that, we don't have anything to 406.41, yesterday's high. And then if the market does get too short and rally, there's nothing until this 11 wide. It is 11 wide. I have to update the profile. At 411.08. Okay? Downside, just as dicey. There's nothing until today's low of 394.82. We never got to the 394.24 12 wide POC from March 30th of 2021. And then I gave you all those other daily lows. You should have them 393.02 daily low, 392.81 daily low, and 390.29 daily low. Please write those down so I don't have to repeat them tomorrow morning. And then on the chart, just going to show you the daily. Nothing can change until the daily changes. The monthly and weekly are firmly down. Until we take out a daily high, the daily's down. Yeah, we came back into it, but we took out yesterday's low, we're down. So if we take out the last 2 days' highs, we're going to be coming into a 3-day balance or 4-day balance, depending on what we do. On the flip side, if we come out of this to the downside, nothing changes, and the market in all 3 time frames, monthly, weekly, and daily, would be down. We had about 6 people join this trading room the last day or two. We have a great group. For $30, you come see for yourself what CamelbackTrading.org can offer you and see if it's worth it. I really think you'll find that it is. Thanks for the likes and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.